morning, everybody. We're headed to one of the lounges to get on our excursion. So in theory, we're getting two things accomplished. We're getting to our excursion and we're getting off the ship. So we'll see how that whole process works. See how our bags getting transferred from the ship to the airport if they come with us or if they meet us there. But yeah. Join the adventure of us seeing Old San Juan and San Juan today, and then getting to the airport and finding out if our bags make it with us.
So for me, the second saddest day is the debarkation day. The saddest day for me is when we actually get to our destination, not necessarily getting on the ship, but getting to wherever we're going. Just because I know that vacation's coming to an end and you're gonna have to go back to that hustle and bustle of life. As far as the lounge that we were waiting in, we were there for about 15 or 20 minutes. They had coffee and tea, some pastries. Then they walked us out to the security checkpoint. There was a little bit of a line trying to get us off of the ship. It did go pretty quick. Then they got us out to the gangway. Again, that's another sad moment for me because I'm walking off of the ship back onto land. They had our bags waiting in the normal check-in area or check-out area. We took our bags over to where the shuttle bus was for the tour. They actually took those bags into a different vehicle and had them waiting for us at the airport. Overall, it was a great experience, a good way for us to avoid sitting at the airport for 6 hours.
I usually drive, I'm not driving today. I'm gonna be your tour guide for today. Your driver's name is Joito. Joe or Joito? Little Joe. Everybody on this bus should be on a city tour with an airport transfer. Is that correct?
Yeah. There's only one airport, right?
No.
No?
But there's only one airport we're going to.
Okay. The one I'm going to.
Yes. Same airport you went through last weekend. 100 miles long from east to west and about 35 miles wide from north to south. Okay, it's like a rectangle. 100 by 35. For those of you that use kilometers, that'll be 160 by 60. The population is approximately around 3.2 million. Although they say that we have another million in New York, another million in Chicago, another million in Florida. Right? We don't count those. Last year. I tried. Over here you're going to see a police monument, as it says right there. On the other side it has two black marble walls with the names of the police officers who have died in the line of duty. It's from the state of Georgia. It has marble from Carrara, Italy, and from Puerto Rico. This is where we have our Senate and our House of Representatives, and this is where all the Puerto Rico politicians make all the wrong decisions. Across the street there's a statue. See that man pointing upwards with his finger up like that? He's trying to send a message to the senators inside the building. Yeah, he's using the wrong finger though.
So we had some problems getting to the fort. They're doing a triathlon, so they cut our time a little bit short. We're gonna try and walk over and see some of the fort, but pretty good view of the cemetery. So what the tour guide was telling us was that this fort was the fort that defended the waterway, and as we were coming in, that wall was the part of the fort that protected the land. So they were attacked 4 times, he said. The Dutch, I think, were once, and then the other 3 times were
yeah, the Dutch were getting around a lot more than I realized.
See if we can't get another view from right here. Very beautiful cemetery right next to the fort. With the ocean right there in the background. It's the oldest cemetery here in Puerto Rico. So we talked about this before, but I definitely feel like we should come back to Puerto Rico.
Oh yeah.
Spend some more time here. Really get to see some of the things that we didn't get to see. I thought the couple of days that we had here was super jam-packed, but
We had a great time.
I think there's way more to see.
Oh yeah.
So we're in the Old San Juan, I'm gonna call it like a shopping district. We've been here before, and one of the unfortunate things is it's 10:07 in the morning on a Sunday, and I thought I remember them saying that a lot of the businesses aren't necessarily open on Sundays, and then also they're doing the triathlon in this area, so a bunch of the streets are closed, and I think that's part of the reason maybe some of the shops aren't open yet. But it's a beautiful day, nice, breezy, and we'll probably walk down to where the little Christmas shops are set up with the local vendors. We walked through there the other day and spend a few minutes walking through that. It's definitely better than sitting in the airport. So, all right. So something that they talk about is that island time, and you can tell that things are a little bit slower, open later. So just remember that when you're coming to Puerto Rico, that it's 10:15 and some of the shops aren't open or they're just opening, and that's even with the cruise ships in port. So don't be in a rush. If you are, you're going to get frustrated.
All the saints. Got a magnet, huh?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Well, they're using as like a Christmas tree ornament
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, I like them.
I clay, I make.
You make them. They're beautiful. I might get one. Jesus in the manger.
Open because they have mass going on. They use this church to film part of the opening and closing credits of the series The Flying Nun with Sally Field. Remember that? Yeah. Well, part of it was filmed right here. If you go to YouTube and you look at the credits, you're gonna see that most of it was filmed here in Puerto Rico. So that's where Sally Field took off, right there.
So we're back on Ashford Street, which is where our hotel was.
Yeah.
And this is just another section. It's a little further down than where we were at. So. Dawn and Dan said there's a pretty good place to grab something quick to eat. So we'll grab something and then go get a quick view of the beach.
We're gonna follow them so Brian can get his empanada.
So we're back, like I said, in the area that we stayed at our hotel. And I don't know, I was like, we could probably do Barbados or whatever, and then you come back to Puerto Rico and you're like, I kind of liked Puerto Rico too. It is busy on these streets and downtown, so again, I think we'd have to find a place in the country.
In the mountains.
Yeah, just so that way we had some sanity. These yeah.
Shout out to Vernon Rose.
Yeah, Vernon Rose, we missed you guys. We need to come out and visit.
We saw someone that looked like Vernon.
Or we need to go on a cruise again with you guys.
Yeah.
But
It's good to be back here in San Juan. Makes us want to come back and spend a whole nother week here.
Oh yeah, or a month.
Or a month.
The guy that I sat next to on the flight here was Puerto Rican, and he's like, "Oh, your first time, you'll be back."
Yeah, we'll definitely be back. See that? See that wild animal just come out of the...
Where did they come from? He came from way down there.
Yeah. Alright, so we've made it back to Puerto Rica. Just a week ago we were over in that area, hanging out on the beach. Today is a sad day because we are headed back to Nevada. Alright, Shannon's gonna try that banana. You are. Smells good.
No, you can film Dan trying.
No, I'm filming you.
Okay, I can't get out of it. But all the good stuff is in the middle.
Bite the middle.
Okay, I'm gonna bite the middle.
That one's the beef one.
Oh my god. That's so good.
And then now you gotta do the cheese
Well,
one.
he wants to make too much, so he poured it in here and he goes, so he's
Thank you, though. I appreciate it.
And then I'm gonna eat the rest. Alright, now we gotta film Dawn having her the chicken.
Oh my god. We're good.
That's sexy in a pocket.
You're welcome.
There you go. You can sleep on the plane now.
You want a clean and bite of a chicken empanada?
No, I'm okay. Thank you.
It's pretty
I
good.
want to make you eat off the sink.
Pretty good, huh? The cheese tastes like
These are
a...
excellent.
Are they good?
Cheese is very good.
Yeah, the cheese is bomb. You haven't tried the...
truck that just is wontons.
Yes.
And do peanut butter and jelly wontons. You know, like all different sorts of savory sweet. Oh. Are you recording still?
You can call it wonton.
The beef is good too. I think the cheese is better.
The cheese
Alright, well we made it to the airport. Pretty good trip. I mean, half of it we already saw, but it was a good way for us to burn 4 hours. We would have been sitting at the airport for 4 hours, so now it's 12:20. We fly out at 12:30. What did you think of the trip?
2:30.
I'm sorry, 2:30.
It was great. We were looking for these really authentic kiosks that we couldn't find when we were staying here, and we actually drove by them. We were supposed to get out, but we had like a little mini monsoon, so we missed them twice.
Yeah.
So now we have to come back.
Now we know where to go.
Yeah.
It was $80 per person, a little pricey, but a good way for us to get to the airport. We didn't have to pay for a taxi. Our bags were here waiting for us.
Great
so,
tour guide.
Yeah, overall it's been a good day so far. So
Yeah.
now's where the fun begins, getting on the plane. So we'll check back in with you when we land in Denver, and then we'll let you know how the flight from here to Denver is. So check back in a little bit. All right, so we made it through the super long TSA pre-check. But it actually went fairly fast once you got past the checkpoint, and they do the clear and the pre-check people all in the same location, but it did end up going pretty fast. They do dump you off into like a shopping area as soon as you get out of the pre-check. So just be aware that there's going to be a ton of people shopping. That's all that duty-free stuff. So, trying to find our gate and find a seat because we got about about an hour and a half before we get on the plane. So I'll give you a quick tour on the way back. It looks like it's the same set of gates that we came in. Margaritaville smells very fishy. I will say for a smaller airport, you just got to be aware it is pretty chaotic in here. A ton of people flying in and out for the size of the airport. And with our first flight in, it sounds like there's issues with the weather coming in and out, so you could face delays. So just pre-plan. Make sure you give yourself enough time.